This is Be a Beast on Nelson Radio. You chose to be here. This is not by accident that you're here now and in this program. You want to take your performance to the highest level. You want to dominate. You physically work hard. Now that's important. Mentally, we're going to prepare you to have the kind of success that's available to you. Not just for some, but for you to live it fully. You can do it too. Enjoy this journey. This program is your secret weapon. Be a Beast on Nelson Radio.
And that is Sarah Blaine. You're on Be a Beast with Nelson and mental performance coach Dave Austin. Your action step is to contact us and engage in this training system. We are professional coaches that are going to help you realize and set steps in process, not just to set goals, but to have a clear path to follow to realize those goals. You can reach us direct, 888-2136. Click through at extremefocus.com, or easier yet, Dave, simply text the word BEAST to 313131. And I want to hear this introduction into Greg Reid. We're so excited to have him with us.
It's so great to have him. Hey, check this out, Nelson. Here's a quote from Greg. Stop letting people who do so little for you control so much of your mind, feelings, and emotions. Let's welcome Greg Reid to Be a Beast Radio.
And then the crowd goes wild.
And the crowd goes wild. What about that, Greg? I mean, we're obviously influenced by the community, and we've been talking about how the community of people around you, whether that's friends, family, a larger scale, employees, how they can either positively move you towards your goals or get in the way.
Well, absolutely. And we got to remember the famous quote by Jim Rohn that we are a direct reflection of the 5 people we associate with the most, and our attitude, our income, and lifestyle is the average of that group. So it's very important to obviously choose our friends very wisely.
And so that said, in terms of this time of year, we've been talking about the value of goal setting and having the purpose, that value proposition retained, so that as you go through those different life circumstances, distractions, pain, injury, business shortcomings that come up, what have you, where the value diminishes and all of a sudden that goal gets dusty and fades away. Coach us a little bit about, from your perspective, what you've seen with these other business leaders and what they do to persevere and push through.
Well, it comes down to the difference between being, interested in something and being committed. I mean, Dave and I have had a deep conversation about this in the past. You see, if you open up a brand new restaurant because it's a hot trend downtown, well, as soon as there's challenges, you might fold up the shop and close down. If you took over the family Italian restaurant that's been around for 8 generations, you might, when you're faced with the same challenges, find a way to see it through because you want to pass it down to your heritage, that you want to go to the next generation. So the difference is between being committed to something and just being interested. And it's the people that commit to their goals, commit to their dreams, commit to what they want in life. Those are the ones that will actually have that stickability to see it come to fruition.
This is Be a Beast on Nelson Radio. Call us direct. You'll be able to find out more. 888-888-2136. Click through at extremefocus.com or simply text the word BEAST to 313131. I want to ask you about this, Greg, because you mentioned in your coaching and in your presentations about the higher standard, and there's that thought that that achieving your goals, pursuing these kinds of things, can either be tough or easy, but it can be simply easy, can't it?
Oh, absolutely. Everything's simple, but the realities are it's just following the successful actions of other people. But it's kind of interesting. A few years ago, I went to Africa, and I climbed and summited Mount Kilimanjaro. And people said, how did you go from the beach of La Jolla to the roof of Africa? And here's the answer. I did not ask some surfer kid in La Jolla to take me up the mountain. I found a Sherpa that climbed it 400, 500, 600 times. I hired them. Wherever they put their boot print, I put my boot print right on top of it because I knew that they knew the destination. They knew to get to the top. That was my goal and dream. So by just following the people that are already getting the results I want, I realized that I could get them myself.
Oh, that's awesome, Greg. Hey, Greg, you've got a new book out, Stickability. I talked earlier about how I love 3 Feet from Gold, but now Stickability. What would be your favorite, from your research? You do so much research in talking to successful people. I've been at some of your seminars you put on, which are awesome because you bring such gifted. When I say gifted, these are people that have been through it all, but have achieved whatever it's taken to do that. What's your favorite thing coming out of your new book, Stickability?
Well, I think it comes down to a parallel word, flexibility. Meaning if you're not willing to adapt, if you're not willing to adjust, you'll end up just being stuck. And one of the stories that came out was the spider monkey. And what it came down to is in the rainforest, the most quick, nimble creature is a spider monkey. They could not capture it. But one hunter figured it out. He took a heavy log and drilled a tiny hole inside and dropped a peanut in the base of the jungle. The monkey would smell the nut, come down, reach his hand inside the hole, grab a hold of the nut, and its fist would become so big he couldn't pull it back out and become anchored to the log. Well, all he's got to do is let go and live to fight another day. But that monkey thinks that nut is saving him. And the moral is, are we holding on to our own nut in life? But it's in the form of a bad relationship or a job or fear or a house or a car. And sometimes we have to have the courage and the fortitude to simply let go so that we can live to fight another day.
And I think that's so insightful, Dave, because it's that courage that anchors change. And let's face it, so many people will default to bad habits, bad relationships, because there's boundaries that are identified. They know what that means. Even if it's not good for them, they know what it's going to produce, and there's comfort in that.
Exactly. It's your subconscious always wants to go to whatever it's comfortable with. And so you need to learn new what I call winning habits to work on your subconscious so it steps into new models. And, Greg, I love the fact, you mentioned earlier about your 5 people that you spend time with. I'm going to spend more time with you, Greg. I know you've been trying to get me on the tennis court. Well, Nelson is a world-ranked tennis player, too. We're going to make a goal right now. If you're game for it, we're going to bring our rackets and show up with you.
Flexible and nimble. That's what echoes in my mind when I think of my tennis career. We're going to be bringing Roger Anthony out of the bush to talk to these very points and talk a little bit more about Deputus. You're listening to Be a Beast on Nelson Radio. This coaching is available to you. All you need to do is contact us direct, 888-888-2136, and you can be a beast, or simply text the word BEAST to 313131. Roger Anthony coming up. Do you ever want a secret weapon? Be a Beast training video is your weapon. From the locker room to the boardroom, success is not by accident. Performance is not by chance. You want to get your mind right? Perform at the highest level? Dominate your marketplace? Be a Beast training video is the answer. Mentally, we're going to prepare you to have the kind of success that's available for you to live it fully. You can do it too. The Be a Beast training video is your secret weapon. 888-888-2136. Let me say that again. 888-888-2136 or text BEAST to 313131.